Aware and Care, your weekly prescription program with Dr. Ambika Nair, co-founder and chief consultant with Santhigram Group of Companies. They have offices here in the tri-state and also online consultation available, easily accessible on the website, and they get back to you the moment you put in your email or your question. Let's welcome the co-founder and chief consultant of Santhigram, Dr. Ambika Nair. Namaskaram, doctor. Welcome to Aware and Care. How are you?
Namaskaram, Madhavi. Thank you for inviting me. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good, Dr. Nair. In all the series that we have done with you, one important aspect that I have learned is any symptom, health condition is always preventable. So keeping that in mind, we brought a little tweak in our program as promised to our viewers. Prevention is better than cure. So we'll talk about preventing certain conditions of health as we age or with seasons. Talking about seasons, seasonal allergies, one of the very popular topics our viewers have requested us to discuss maybe again. So please explain to our viewers what is seasonal allergies.
Seasonal allergies, when your immunity is very low and when the season changes, you always feel a little bit of obstruction in the nasal passage, blocked nose, runny nose for a long time, even for weeks and even for years. Sometimes it happens to people, itching or irritating in the nose, eye, throat, even on the soft palate, inside this one, inside the ear, everything, even on the face and all, and continuously heavy sneezing and congestion of the nose, that fogginess in the head, that they can hold the head like properly. And tears will be there in the eyes, and fever also can be low grade fever, not that high grade fever will be there. Like they will always tell my whole body aches. They don't feel like getting up, so continuously it will be flowing, you understand?
Okay.
And heavy sneezing will be there.
Okay. So this changes with seasons and it has the same symptoms in every season?
No, some, because now this is pollen season, over here. So, you can always tell, that we call it as allergic rhinitis, and, this is all related with the kapha and vata doshas. So, like we call it as manda agni, low digestion strength. When your immunity is very low, you may have little bit of constipation, heaviness in the chest also, heaviness in the stomach. They'll tell that a bloated abdomen. They feel that they are unable to, digest the food. Some days moving pain in the body. This is all because of the kapha dosha. Because actually during this summer, like the spring season, our kapha melts. That's one of the things it moves out from the orifices. And some days if we are residing with the pet animals also, like if you are, coming in contact with the, we can see these things, when people will go for a walk, they will tell that I went for a walk when I came back, I had a lot of issues like that.
Okay.
And even people applying, hair pack and everything, keeping there for a long time, they will also, because actually, this is already the allergy time, and so that, that will again cause, that heaviness. If don't keep for, that's a prevention, that you can always keep for maximum half an hour.
Okay. So these are some of the symptoms we're talking about, seasonal allergies, and they could vary whether it's snowing, whether there's damp weather, or whether it's pollen allergies. Keeping that in mind, we'll check with Dr. Nair how to prevent this. Is there something that you can start before the season, 2 months or 15 days before the season changes, that we boost up our immunity, and what can be done to prevent it or subside this, Dr. Nair?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Prevention is better than cure, as you told. So what we do, we tell them, to eat only, heavy food should be avoided, but sometimes it can be seen in, like long term taking aspirin also, because these allergies comes, because their immunity goes low.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that is also there, so they'll be, like susceptible for all these allergies very fast.
Okay.
So what we tell to the people is take only warm water. Okay, then, like what care they can do is that we do a bit, like virechana. So they can take like 1 tablespoon of ghee every day at home, empty stomach. Okay, but like panchakarma can be done, but I don't want to talk like this on the, like our program. If they come personally, because depends upon, like It is all from person to person, how we have to do it.
Okay, Dr. Nair, before you move forward, I wanted to understand and give a clarity about when you say ghee, is it medicated ghee or is it ghee from our regular homes?
Medicated ghee is the best for that actually. Indugandha Gridam is there. Dadimadi Gridam, because it will improve the digestion also. This is very good. But you know, like you don't take just like that. You come and see the doctor, then only you should go for that.
Absolutely.
Because your constitution, your prakriti will be little different.
Okay.
Some days you cannot take all those things. So, you know, like if you're having a running nose continuously, you know, you can have beaten rice, poha. You know, like a handful of that, you know, just chew it a little bit. Okay, you can see how the allergies will come down. And turmeric is there with the honey. You can take like 3-4 times a day. That will help a lot. And even turmeric with a little bit honey with rock salt. Okay. That also helps a lot. Honey with rock salt. Okay. Yes. Can you explain a little more about how that is taken? No, that see very little only, like a half teaspoon of like a turmeric and a little bit of rock salt, and then that acrid flow will go away. And little bit of like honey, like a half teaspoon of honey. It helps a lot very fast. Okay. So this should be taken empty stomach or? Empty stomach also can be taken, like 2-3 times they can take it. And amla is also very helpful because you get a lot of vitamin C. Taking steam morning and evening. Okay, you know, when you take steam, you know, you can always put turmeric in that. Okay. Even nice. Tulsi leaves are very good. Every day this helps in decongestion. And also in immunity boosters. Yeah, definitely. So in the series Prevention Better Than Cure in Aware and Care, we have spoken about symptoms and we've spoken about health conditions and remedies and what options are available at Santhigram. But in the short capsule series where we're going to talk about prevention, how to prevent all the conditions that we've spoken about. Yes, we've done about 80+ episodes. We have different episodes talking about different health problems. So in seasonal allergies, Dr. Nair, when we take a particular home remedy, does it help only for one season or the same remedy helps for different seasons? It all depends upon the patient's condition, you know, health. If they have any other disease, you know, then we have to, you know, like improve it actually. Okay. And that's a very, you know, like people take a lot of fermented food, you know, like very cold food, you know, yogurt. That's why when somebody comes, we tell them, you know, just stop milk and milk products. Okay. Dr. Nair, when you're talking about prevention, and you mentioned a very interesting, a very important point there, these preventive remedies, whether it's home remedies or medications, also go with body type. Not everybody can use the same remedy, right? Yeah, everybody cannot use the same thing actually. That's a very important disclaimer we have to give to our viewers, that when you pick the home remedies or prevention remedies that are being shared here on Aware and Care, please note that these are body specific. Each remedy does not apply to everybody universally. There is different types of body types and every body has different remedy. Just like Dr. Nair just said, for some people, curd could be recommended. For some people, it is not recommended. So consult a doctor and use these home remedies as simple as possible. Dr. Nair, what about showers? How many times should they be showering? Or some people have, you know, skin allergies also. So does taking multiple showers help them? And can a person have multiple allergies at the same time apart from seasonal allergies? Yeah, some people will tell that urticaria, like the whole body, that rashes comes over there. So that we will, you know, like we tell them, you know, like avoid, you know, like some vegetables also. Okay. If they have, like some people will have thyroid, you know, the cruciferous vegetables will be stopped for them. We don't allow them. And, you know, like banana, grapes. What all makes the kapha? Okay. Mucus, that has to be avoided actually. Okay. And eating, you know, like early dinner so that, you know, they can avoid breathlessness. It is like, you know, if they don't take care, it will lead to asthma and all, you know, that's why. That's right. Alcohol has to be avoided, you know, cold beverages. And they can do little pranayama. That helps. Yoga, yeah.
Doctor, when you talk about seasonal allergies, the most important aspect is ENT, ear, nose, and throat that gets severely affected. Now, how do you cleanse these organs? I mean, how do you clean your nose? People talk about, all the DIY, what they see on YouTube and do certain home remedies. How do you clean your ears? How do you clean your throat? Are there any little tips that you want to give so that
we can do Nasyam? Nasyam can be done. Nasyam is one of the important, but in this rhinitis and, if you sometimes do, because it will not help at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do it like a daily routine, like a dinacharya, it helps a lot.
So this Nasyam can be done on daily basis?
Daily basis also, like a dinacharya, like a 2 drops or 1 drop.
Okay.
So Anutailam can be used, that is very nice. Even the people will come to us, we will always tell them we cannot take care every time. We make them to understand and, so they will do it like a dinacharya, so they don't fall sick.
Okay. Dr. Nair, when you said Nasyam, can you please also differentiate between, are we talking about some drops in the nose or are we talking about cleansing the nose with some?
That is the cleansing only, because, like a pranayama itself will help a lot, and Bilom that will help a lot. Taking steam will help a lot.
Okay.
So that cleaning can be done in that. Okay. And, like in Neti pot and they use in. Okay. But even people with the Neti pot also comes to us.
Okay.
Usage of that. But here, that we have to see the root cause actually. That is the way we diagnose it. And it helps them a lot. Okay. Little bit of like a shellfish and all, if they are non-vegetarian, we tell them not to take it because it also causes allergies.
Okay.
And heavy, like people taking, like after partying, lot of cakes, heavy cakes, yellow grams, this all we tell them to avoid it actually.
So most of the seasonal allergies are through the ENT, that is intake. And when you take food, that is food allergies and other aspects of it. When you contact something, it's contact dermatitis. So there are different variations of it.
Yeah, that we will talk later. Yeah.
Yes. In today's episode, we spoke only about seasonal allergies. So prevention is basically trying some of these home remedies. Once again, we want to let our viewers know, please do not try them on your own. Have a consultation and very simple home remedies. You don't have to be, visiting, waiting in lines forever and ever and taking sick leave from work, and try these home remedies at home only with a doctor's consultation. Your final words for our viewers, Dr. Nair?
Yeah, you can always keep a little bit of clove or black pepper with you. If you get an attack like that, you can just chew it.
Clove and black pepper.
Yeah, any of this.
That sounds like exciting and a little pungent. It opens the senses also. So ENT, take care of it. And today's episode, we spoke about preventing seasonal allergies by boosting your immunity. Thank you, Dr. Nair, for the short and sweet series on prevention better than cure in Aware and Care. Thank you.
Thank you.